Good morning. So today's business networking tip is called Why Do We Make Things So Hard? Coming into New Year's resolutions time. And it's been interesting talking to friends. I hear a lot of goals for 2020. And some of them are going to be a little challenging. I was talking to a friend. He's like, I'm going to 4X my business. I'm like, why not 10X? And I'm like, okay, good goal. How did we do this year? Did we 4X it this year? No, actually, business was off this year. Well, what are we going to do to 4X it? Well, it's simple. We're going to work smarter, not harder. You guys know how I feel about buzzwords. I'm like, okay, cool. What does that mean? What does it mean? What are the steps you're going to take to 4X your business? Nothing. He doesn't have any. And I see people just set unrealistic goals. And I'm going to talk about my unrealistic goals in a minute. But talking to a friend, hey, man, I got to get in shape. I'm going to go to the gym 7 days a week. And I felt bad because I laughed. I'm like, no, you're not. And he's like, wow, geez, thanks for the support, brother. And I'm like, how many days a week are you going to the gym now? None. So let me guess, you went January 1st, 2nd, and 3rd? He's like, no, the 4th too. So he hasn't been to the gym in a whole year. So expecting to not go to the gym in a whole year and then go every day might be a little unrealistic. So you got to get some time and thought. So my issues, competitiveness. One of my goals is to read every day. And some days I don't feel like reading. Just don't want to. Long day, just the last thing I want to do. But even then, I complicate it because I want to read a book a week. Now, I don't have the patience to read 50, 60 pages a day. Just not me. Maybe 20, 25. Well, why do I set a goal of reading a book a week if the book's 300, 400 pages? I know I'm going to fail. And then I'm going to be sad because I didn't reach my goal and then I'm going to stop reading. It makes no sense. I do the same thing. My goal is to run a mile every day. Now, this is a goal I can do very easily, and I have done it very easily in the past. But I get competitive because that's my nature, and I want to run faster. And then when I can't run as fast as I want to, I get mad. I'm like, I couldn't do it at that pace. So instead of just sitting down and saying, I'm just going to read for a while until I'm done reading and enjoy it, I got to make it competitive. I got to read this many pages. Or I want to run the treadmill this fast. And it makes me angry because I couldn't do it. So I find it's important to set goals because without goals, how do you know if how successful you're doing? But make sure they're realistic. What I try to do is I try to sit down every day and reflect. So, okay, what did you accomplish today? Did you do good today? What do you think you did well? What do you think you could do better tomorrow? And learn from it. So, now when I'm running on the treadmill, 1 second faster is good enough. I don't need to be a minute faster because obviously then I'm setting a world record for a mile. But enjoy what you're doing. When you set those goals so unrealistic and then you don't hit them, you can feel like a failure even knowing. So let's go back to that person who wants to 4X his business. So for those of you watching, if you 2X your business, would you be happy? I'd be ecstatic. I know I would. So, when you're setting the 4X and then you're at the end of the first month, you're like, geez, I didn't even come close to it. It's easy to give up. If you set a realistic goal and then sit down and say, okay, how did I do? Did I hit the goal? If not, why didn't I hit the goal? Again, is it still realistic? As long as it is, work a little harder next time. But you got to set goals that you can actually achieve because I think that's going to make your life a lot more enjoyable. That's today's business networking tip. As always, if you like the tip, hit the like and share button. If you want, write down what your goals are. I'm interested to see what you're trying to accomplish this year. Do you want to come to networking events? friendsofkevin.com, NewEnglandB2B networking.com. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you're having a truly dazzling day.